So this is my balcony. It's very, very tiny. So now I have to make sure that my mic fits. So this is the mic. This is without the mic. It's a bit further back, but we need to bring the mic quite close up. So hi, I'm Emma Drew, and you saw how I prepared myself for filming. I have come to Rome for a quick trip, and I thought it was a good place to start talking about my book, which is called Be a YouTube Boss, the 5 C's to YouTube Success. Now, the reason why I thought Rome would be a good place to come to introduce the book is because we all know the phrase, Rome wasn't built in a day. And of course it wasn't. But just like a successful YouTube channel, it's never going to be successful overnight. It takes time, it takes consideration, it takes planning, it takes real passion. And I think that if you've got those fundamental core principles in the bag, then it doesn't really matter what happens with policies or changes or even AI. Whatever changes are out there, things can stay the same for you. But I think it's very important to understand what these 5 C's are, and I wanted to talk about all 5 of them. So you can hear the noise in the background, so it's very atmospheric. I don't know if you can hear that, but like I say, it's important to have good sound quality, and I talk all about the importance of sound in this book. So I thought I will go through some of what I've got in here. I've got my post-it notes in here too. I'm going to go over the 5 C's. So as an introduction to the book, the 5 C's and what they stand for. The first C stands for your core brand identity. And this is really all about how you come across in your branding of your channel. So it does actually include everything, not just your fonts, your colours and your style. I mean, that's very important, but it's really important to understand what your core values are. Who do you want to attract? You're going to attract like-minded people who believe in what you stand for, and that's really your core brand identity. I talk very much in detail about how to create your own core brand identity. Whether you have your own business or not, you can use this to guide you, whether you're a small business, one person, freelancer, but you need a core brand, especially in the age of AI. It's absolutely necessary to have your own credibility, and that does need to be built up over time. But it's very important to look inwards and to understand what your core brand identity is. And then we move on to your content. Of course, having a YouTube channel is all about content. And one of the considerations in this book that I go through is how you plan for that content. How do you create your whole channel plan using content? And this includes your content topic that you want to use for your channel, as well as all the subtopics that can fall into it and how you categorize your channel. The third C is all about creating. And create is extremely important because it's not just about building up content. Creating is about considering how you want to deliver your information, your message, your talent. All this is really, really important too. Of course, what you need to consider is what skill level you have. And it's easy to think and to procrastinate. Of course, even I do that and have done, because my previous experience was all about animation. I was drawing, I create characters, and I did that very much so from the comfort of behind the camera, behind the desk. And it's great here. There's lots of people clapping and enjoying themselves in the background, so I really like that. So, as I was saying, when it comes to create, it is important to feel comfortable being in front of the camera. And there are many kinds of faceless channels you can have, but for the purposes of this particular video, I want to talk a bit about my story, where I started with animation, and my animation channel That animation channel now has over 500 million views, and I'm never really had to show my face. I think I did a few videos of songs and nursery rhymes, like a playgroup video, and that's still being watched today, you know, 16 years later. But I think it is time, because the message I have is very important, and it means a lot to me to get as much feminine energy on YouTube as possible, and that's really important, because I think everything is down to balance, and it would be nice to have a bit more feminine energy, a few more female YouTubers, and this book was hopefully written from my core passion to help that, encourage that. So going back to create, so I had to do quite a lot of work myself on how I would bring myself on camera, and as you can see, I'm even wearing my sunglasses, but I have the excuse that I am in Rome, but just for you I'm going to take them off. There we go. Oh. So this is me, no facade, no filter, no sunglasses, and still holding my book, which I'm still very proud of. It took over 1.5 years for me to write, but obviously it's 16 years of experience. So let's talk about create. So in the book I talk about the filming equipment you need, how you need to get started, how to practice, and also the audio and the equipment that you need. I also, in the create section chapter, I talk about editing and how to get started on a very basic level, because it's always about sort of increasing your skill set, and as we know, again with AI, you know, this is going to become even more important for you and your brand. The fourth C is all about consistency, and you've probably heard that word loads, but it's not so bad, because consistency is important for everything, whether it be sort of your daily habits or creating your videos. The thing to remember is that there's a lot that goes on with YouTube. There's a lot of channel management, and if you can get that down to a habit, so once a week you go into your back end, you start to fiddle around, tweak, experiment, look at your analytics, all of this stuff all comes down to consistency, and including checking and reviewing your content plan. While I've encompassed so much of the channel management under consistency, consistency does run through the whole of the YouTube management process, and including your video making. The last C is community, and again, this is so important, because I think quite often people don't realize that YouTube is incredibly wonderful when it comes to building up a really loyal community. Once people find you, they tend to binge watch all your videos, they support what you do, they really care about you as a YouTuber, because they rely on you. They might not be the people who comment even, but they will come back to you, and if you have a consistent upload process, they will come back to you and they will really enjoy supporting your channel. And we haven't talked about monetization, but in the back of the book I do talk in detail about how to monetize your channel, and this is such a wonderful side benefit. So yeah, we've all heard of the side hustle and all of that kind of thing, but if you're actually creating something that you're passionate about, by default you have the potential of earning a living. And I don't want to spend too much time talking about, you know, you can make 6 figures or 10 figures or whatever it is. I think it's important to understand that the money will come if the value is there. It's a value exchange. You offer great value in your videos, and your audience will offer you, and YouTube offers you, the opportunity to earn a living or earn revenue, and your community, if they feel that you're providing value, will offer that reward to you too by watching your videos. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Yes, it is me promoting my book, of course, but I do believe that it will help a lot of you understand the process of YouTube, how to start and how to grow your channel, how to monetize your channel, and really have fun whilst doing it. That's it for me today. Ciao ciao, and I'll see you in the next video. I really hope that you do get this book. I think it's going to be really, really useful for you. I want to also say that I am trying to build up this channel. You'll see that there's very few subscribers at the moment, but that's because my other channel, of course, my other channel has over 500,000 subscribers, and it has over 500 million views. But I'm kind of moving over to this channel now so you can see me face to face. I hope that I can help you grow your channel too, using the principles that I've written about in this book, and you can watch this channel grow, I hope too. Ciao ciao for now.
Siamo in arrivo a Roma Termini. Vi raccomandiamo prudenza nella discesa dal treno. In questa stazione è possibile cambiare per la metropolitana, linea A e linea B. We are now arriving in Roma Termini.